Good morning. This is PJ, and we are here on a Tuesday, November 9th, and we have our 3 daily lectionary readings. Psalm 94 is our psalm reading. Ruth Chapter 3, verse 14. Carrying on through Chapter 4, verse 6 is the Old Testament reading. And 1 Timothy Chapter 5, verses 9 through 16 is the New Testament reading. Let us take a listen in to the scripture. Psalms 94. God, put an end to evil. Avenging God, show your colors. Judge of the earth, take your stand. Throw the book at the arrogant. God, the wicked, get away with murder. How long will you let this go on? They brag and they boast and crow about their crimes. They walk all over your people, God. Exploit and abuse your precious people. They take out anyone who gets in their way. If they can't use them, they kill them. They think God isn't looking. Jacob's God is out to lunch. Well, think again, you idiots, fools. How long before you get smart? Do you think that ear maker doesn't hear? Eye shaper doesn't see? Do you think that the trainer of nations doesn't correct? The teacher of Adam doesn't know? God knows all right, knows your stupidity, sees your shallowness. How blessed the man you train, God, the woman you struck in your word, providing a circle of quiet within the clamor of evil, while a jail is being built for the wicked. God will never walk away from his people, never desert his precious people. Rest assured that justice is on its way, and every good heart put right. Who stood up for me against the wicked, who took my side against evil workers. If God hadn't been there for me, I never would have made it. The minute I said, I'm slipping, I'm falling, your love, God, took hold of me and held me fast. When I was upset and beside myself, you calmed me down and cheered me up. Can misrule have anything in common with you? Can troublemaker pretend to be on your side? They ganged up on good people, plotted behind the backs of the innocent. But God became my hideout. God was my high mountain retreat. Then boomeranged their evil back on them. For their ways he wiped them out. Our God cleaned them out for good. Our Old Testament reading today comes from Ruth Chapter 3. We start in verse 14, carry on through Chapter 4, verse 6. Listen in to the story of Ruth. Ruth slept at his feet until dawn, but she got up while it was still dark and wouldn't be recognized. Then Boaz said to himself, no one must know that Ruth came to the threshing floor. So sorry about that. So Boaz said, bring the shawl you're wearing and spread it out. She spread it out and poured it full of barley, 6 measures, and put it on her shoulders. Then she went back to town. When she came to her mother-in-law, Naomi asked, and how did things go, my dear daughter? Ruth told her everything that the man had done for her, adding, and he gave me all this barley besides, 6 quarts. He told me, you can't go back empty-handed to your mother-in-law. Naomi said, sit back and relax, my dear daughter, until we find out how things turn out. This man isn't going to waste any time. Mark my words, he's going to get everything wrapped up today. Boaz went straight to the public square and took his place there. Before long, the closer relative, the one mentioned earlier by Boaz, strolled by. Step aside, old friend, said Boaz. Take a seat. The man sat down. Boaz then gathered 10 of the town elders together and said, "Sit down here with us. We've got some business to take care of." And they sat down. Boaz then said to his relative, "The piece of property that belonged to our relative Elimelech is being sold by his widow Naomi, who had just returned from the country of Moab. I thought you ought to know about it. Buy it back if you want it. You can make it official in the presence of those sitting here and before the town elders. You have the first redeemer rights. If you don't want it, tell me so. I'll know where I stand. You're first in line to do this, and I am next after you." He said, "I'll buy it." Then Boaz said, "You realize, don't you, that when you buy the field from Naomi, you also get Ruth the Moabite, the widow of the dead relative, along with the Redeemer responsibility to have children with her, to carry on the family inheritance." Then the relative said, "Oh, I can't do that. I'd jeopardize my own family's inheritance. You go ahead and buy it. You can have my rights. I can't do it." Our New Testament reading comes from the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5. Verses 9 through 16. Sign up widows for the special ministry of offering assistance. They will receive support from the church. They must be over 60, married only once, and have a reputation for helping out the children, strangers, tired Christians, the hurt, and troubled. Don't put young widows on the list. No sooner will they get on that they will get off, obsessed with wanting to get a husband rather than serving Christ in this way. By breaking their word, they're liable to go from bad to worse, fritting away the days on empty talk, gossip, and trivialities. No, I'd rather young widows to go ahead, get married in the first place, have children, manage their homes, and not give critics any foothold for finding fault. Some of them have already left and gone after Satan. Any Christian woman who has widows in her family is responsible for them. They shouldn't be dumped on the church. The church has its hands full already with the widows who need help. And here ends our readings for the day. Have a beautiful rest of the day.